and welcome to PWine.
Oh, Lando's
I've not even got it on yet. So we're gonna live watch qualifying.
Yeah, something different.
I've got it on now.
Are you behind me? That's the only problem.
Davy,
Are you going to be behind me?
Lando's just gone out.
Yeah, you're behind.
Regulations when you
Right about a second.
No, the first car's just gone on the track.
70 degrees. They try to let them cool down because these are very high pressures. The reason the pressures are high.
I'm actually caught up on my TV. I don't know what's going on. Oh well, it's fine.
We're in turn 7 and a super long.
First car's just gone on track now for me.
1750.
17:50.
17:26.
30 seconds behind. That's fine.
Oh, that's insane, that, isn't it?
We'll be fine.
Yeah. Let me just get my F1 app.
Just creep round and
Right, see where everybody is.
temperature and pressure.
It's unusual now. I haven't got like a little template for a qualifying podcast.
No, I know.
All are right at the moment.
Oh, not F1 related, but George Foreman's died.
Oh.
George Foreman's died. Talking about icons this week. Very, very sad news about Eddie Jordan.
Definitely. Like Jordan, Jason messaged me, and he was like, Eddie Jordan's died, and I was like, oh.
Such a shame.
I know.
Yeah, it came through. It was like breaking news on my watch while I was travelling. But some of the tributes that went out are beautiful, and Aston Martin won the tribute on the car this weekend.
Yeah.
Because that is what Jordan went on to be.
Yep, Aston Martin. I'll have all the flags in the main grandstand.
I really like them flags.
Mm.
Where did they get them from? Not that I want one, it's a Hamilton one, but where did they get them from? Why are they all matchy? Where's the Lamboo ones from?
Why is my little grid not come out? They're having a mare with graphics.
They're having a nightmare with it. It's like somebody's just got hold of camera and just started changing everything, then don't know what they're doing.
Look.
Like Carter on his flyer for me.
There's no track.
We were up for sprint. And now we're up for this.
Oh, I got the track now. I got the circuit. We're good.
Did you see I got about an hour in between sprint and this?
Yeah. I was asleep. So I'm running on than Australia.
Yeah. Australia was a different subject. We all stayed up and watched it. And by all stayed up, we all had a nap apart from Emily.
Australia was oh no, is that doing? Oh, it's okay.
I've not got that bit yet.
Oh, Jack Doohan has picked up a 10-second penalty for race from what he did. Yeah, and 2 penalty points.
He did just seem to just barge into him. Carlos has abandoned that lap. He's gone fastest if Lando's fastest. It's gone.
Hamilton's absolutely owning that second sector.
Who's got fastest first sector?
I don't know because it's just gone off Lando.
Yeah, I know. And it's not Leclerc nor Hamilton.
I wonder if it's pastry. Yeah, it's pastry.
teammate Charles Leclerc, but Hamilton's gone faster in the middle sector, pick up the player through the final corner. Is this enough for a top spot for him? Already 6 past him.
I'm getting my F1 app up so I can at least see where people are on that track.
Oh God, Hamilton just absolutely annihilated Lando's time, and Piastri's just annihilated Hamilton's time.
Hamilton's only just Leclerc's just crossed the line, so Hamilton's not crossed it yet.
Sorry.
Joy.
Yeah.
Hamilton's just crossed.
Hamilton's in like a little McLaren sandwich.
The thing is, they only need enough to get out of Q1, don't they?
Yeah, and that's the way I see it. Don't like ruin yourself.
No, they don't need to absolutely fly through. What's happened with Lawson after that thing in?
Nothing.
I'm not saying anything, but everyone knows what I'm thinking.
I think Norris must have had his time deleted because it says no time.
Oh, fantastic. Back out he goes then. Charles is really struggling with that car this weekend, isn't he?
9. I think that sprint this morning.
Yeah.
So it was very similar to where he messed up last year on the sprint in China for Lando Norris.
Yeah.
So I wonder if a little bit of a demon on that corner. But that's ultimately what ruined his front left, because he just went off track, which is not ideal on lap 1.
Yeah, that middle sector is quite difficult, isn't it?
Yeah. But like just before I went back to bed and stuff, like you had all the people commenting on this saying he's bottled it and stuff like that, and I was like, mate,
he just gets in his head too much.
No, but like all these people saying that, like, you know, he's bottled it, he's like he's only as good because the car is good, blah blah. I just feel like saying, just get in a Formula 1 car, see if you can do better then.
I think he just gets in his head too much.
Yeah.
He overthinks it.
I think a lot of people do need to remember he was 18 when he was signed for McLaren.
Yeah, but he's not 18 now. We can't use that as an excuse.
No, but you've got to think about the lasting damage that might have done to him.
To watching Lando time get deleted. Did that go over the white line?
His front left looked like it was over the white line.
Yeah, but it's got to be all four tyres.
Yeah, that was the last one to go over, so it did look like it was over.
Right, I missed that because I was.
Oh, Sonoda's gone 4th.
Into the top 4. Gabriel Bortoletto is currently in the top 8. He's doing crosses the line. He's only 13 past him. So
I just need signs to actually just put in a good time for once.
Oh,
I thought I said Norris no time, but it's out lap, so you still get another one in. Get a couple in now.
It was interesting to see how quickly the front lefts degraded this morning. Like,
yeah, you could visibly see it on Verstappen and Norris's.
We knew it was gonna go, but how quickly it did.
Yeah, it went really, really quick.
Yeah, I do think they need to look at the format for this weekend. Does it need to be a sprint weekend?
It's too hot, isn't it?
Like, I think during these heats, at least if you're going to keep it in March, I think you need to remake it an FP1, 2 and 3 with Quali in a race.
Yeah, and maybe even put Japan as a sprint. It won't be as hot in Japan. Like, that's only 2 weeks later, isn't it?
But it's just, yeah, I just think it's too hot, and it's too degrading on one tyre.
Yeah.
When you rely upon it for so many of the turns.
Yeah, I was surprised they picked Carlos.
First driver to score points for two different teams in his first 2 starts in Formula One. This is now
But inevitably it worked in his favour.
Yeah.
back on board now with Charles Leclerc.
I feel like Norris's outlap's been forever.
He has it set.
He's on his flying now, for me.
24-4. Lando Norris meanwhile 4 tenths up on that, a couple of tenths up on what we've seen as a
Oh yeah, it's just started it for me. I'm saying just started it, it's 20 seconds in.
Is Charles Leclerc. Liam Lawson's another one for radio in this area.
We've got 4 special helmets this weekend.
We do.
Yesterday.
I really like the colours.
It's nice.
Like that little oriental. Alex has got one in tribute to Lily.
It's not as nice as his panda one from last year though, but
No,
yeah.
his panda one was exceptional. It was absolutely exceptional, his panda one. Alonso's got one. I've seen it properly.
Lando?
Alonso.
Oh, I was going to say, Lando haven't got a new helmet.
He
Alonso.
needed one morning at 3 a.m. It's too bright of a helmet, that. To be on a 3 a.m. sprint race.
Yeah.
Has Liam Lawson done? Or nothing, just
Might be something.
incident. Finn slow into yellow flags.
Yeah, failed. I don't think China is a good circuit for Lando. I just think there's something about it.
Again, he's just in his head. He just needs to get out of his head like he did with Miami. If you think you're going into it Miami last season, he really got into his head. And then ended up winning. He just needs to get out of his head and win tomorrow.
I just think it's just some circuits the drivers don't like as much as others, and I think maybe China's probably one of those ones for Norris.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing that. I'm just saying he just needs to. I think he's just in his head because everything that's happened when he's been there.
Yeah.
And realistically, he's not actually drove there that many times.
Twice. So we saw Hamilton beat Sebastian Vettel's all-time
win. Yeah, seeing that.
So
second race in a Ferrari.
The second. No, not the second. So obviously Sebastian Vettel held that since 2018, but obviously it's not the fastest overall.
Oh, I was on a completely different thing. Because he's done something else this weekend, Hamilton in a Ferrari. He's equalled Seb's record of being the second only Ferrari driver to win a race within 2 races.
Fantastic. So it's 2 of Seb's.
Yeah, that's where I was going, and you were going down the other one.
No, I was going with I think Seb did a 1:31 something in 2018 lap.
Yeah, fastest ever lap at the circuit.
Yeah. And then Hamilton beat it by almost a second.
That oversteer.
So obviously Hamilton won the sprint this morning.
He did. It was a good race. I have a fear now that they just don't show the front runners because they're just so far ahead. Realistically, you didn't see a lot of Hamilton, did you?
No, until Verstappen got close to him within DRS. But then as soon as Verstappen slowed down behind him. I feel like Liam Lawson's been on an outlap for a while as well.
Yes, Carlos really needs to get his foot down. He's had his lap time deleted too.
George Russell was for 132.0. Mercedes don't think that that is going to be
I just love how chill Alonso's been this weekend.
Yeah, I think he was last weekend as well.
But like when it was sprint qualifying, like he literally put in, I know he was like SQ1, but he put like the second fastest time in, and I was just like, wow, where did that come from, Fernando?
Yeah, that car is good at some certain tracks, wasn't it? And obviously with his experience in the car too.
I mean, ultimately, like, obviously, he fought a little while with Lando to begin with at the start of the sprint. But then sort of backed off, as did Norris back off from Stroll, and then obviously Norris eventually got Stroll then on his dead ass tyres.
Yeah, not sure how that happened. He just needed to get Stroll at that one point to continue leading the championship, didn't he?
Yeah, I just don't think it helped the fact that Stroll had DRS on Antonelli for the majority of the time.
Yeah.
Who had DRS on Tsunoda.
It was just a full train, which is typical of. It's typical of China, though, loads of DRS trains, isn't it?
Oh, Leclerc goes second. Tsunoda's just gone fastest.
Fantastic.
Oh, there we go. Normality's resumed. Woo!
Lando went fastest. Right, Carlos, come on. Hadja?
I know.
Norris, there we go. Get out of 18th, thank you.
Fuck off! P20.
He needs to be out of that seat. I'm sorry, but he needs to be out of that seat.
He's not going to be in that seat for Monaco, mate. He can't.
No, think he'll be in that seat for tomorrow's race. The way he's going on.
Not with Tsunoda and Hadja putting those laps
Second
in.
and third.
I'd see that podium. Norris win, Hadja second, Tsunoda third. Yeah.
Brilliant. It would be brilliant.
Let's not give him more time, shall we?
He's surely not. I just don't get how he's in a seat.
Oh, I finished my coffee.
I've not even got one yet. I'm technically still in bed.
Oh, no, I've had to come downstairs.
Helmet Mark couldn't get off the screen too.
That's what I just said. How dare they give more airtime?
Oh, is that who you were talking about?
Yeah. Red Bull engineers telling Lawson to get his CV ready.
I'm just waiting for Russell. He was just telling his race engineers that it was too stressful.
What? Telling him to make his lap count?
He was saying the whole thing was a bit too stressful. Because they probably waited to the very last lap to figure it out.
Yeah.
Very slow running, wasn't it? But it's probably gone down there, isn't it?
What's Lawson thinking about? Gassi was behind him. I'm looking forward to seeing what Helmut Marko has to say about Lawson.
You won't say anything, will you?
I need to. He said it enough about everybody else. I love that they've all got Lando flags and papayas on the head.
Wait, you'll see what they've put on the Aston Martin car now.
Oh, will you? I've got to stay at the minute. It's a lovely tribute. I have seen some photos of it. Oh. I know it baffles us that we might not have had Michael Schumacher in the sport if it wasn't for Eddie Jordan.
Yeah. No one else might have not given him a chance.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had Brundle.
Got a lot of adverts for Las Vegas around this circuit.
Yeah, because I don't know if you've signed up for Vegas Mails, but they had a pre-order. They had like a pre-sale thing that lasted 3 weeks. And then I just keep getting emails being like, last chance to get your pre-sale, last chance to get your pre-sale. But for about a week now.
Yeah.
And like, I don't feel like they're selling as much as they think they are.
No, or that they'd hoped.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
It'll be interesting to see like if Cotta does the same again. You know, where they
discount your ticket.
They bought tickets back off people, didn't they? And then resold them last year.
Yeah. That is the best of the American races, in my opinion. Like the best circuit.
Cotta.
Yeah.
It's a nice circuit. Good for a sprint weekend as well.
Yeah. I think for a sprint weekend, they work really well when it's a permanent track.
I think one of the biggest issues
in China.
Yeah. The biggest issue with this track as well is obviously the resurfacing.
Yeah. They resurfaced it a couple of weeks ago, didn't they? I don't think that's helping anything.
No.
And no super formula or anything's been round it yet. So these are the first cars that have been round it, so it's brand new.
Hands up, Antonelli's doing better than I thought he was going to do.
I was just going to say the same. Take back everything I've said about him. He's doing very, very well. I know it's only a second race, but very, very well.
The way he drove in Australia last week, though.
It's unbelievable. How he held everyone off.
Yeah. Really smooth, really professional.
It could have been a lot different.
Yeah. Considering
that just shows how good of a driver he is, because if you look at the other rookies, they were like, it was like utter chaos at times. Every time I see Lando fly around that freaking corner, I think he's just going to bin it into the pit lane again.
Lando Norris is plugged in. Anyone else think Charles is having a little bit of a mare this weekend?
He's having an absolute mare this weekend.
But it's the car.
Yeah, but it's the car, it's not him. It's the car's fault, it's not his fault. That'll never be his fault, though. Charlie, who is also very plugged into this weekend. Alex, Charles's girlfriend. The outfit she has pulled out this weekend are insane.
I've only seen like her like head between two people's shoulders, like in the background. So I've not
She
actually.
came in traditional Chinese dress yesterday, I think. I think it was yesterday. I'd seen it yesterday. I don't know if it was yesterday for them. And she has one of the Ferrari Maranello SF23s. One of 7. Do you know the car clutch? The Charles's car clutch. She's got one of them and she's carrying that. It was just amazing. I want to be her. Purely just to have that handbag.
And the dog.
In the dog. Carlos, getting on the lap in. At least get into Q2.
No, it's so hard to find. It's a fundamental.
Get out of Q2, sorry. I'd never realised how much you notice people in the garage until they've left.
You're on about Callum?
Yeah. So I looked at it earlier this morning, I looked at the thing and I was saying, oh, where's Callum gone? But obviously he's not there anymore. But I got his book on Wednesday, so I am going to read that this weekend.
Yeah. Have you seen Luce has said in the chat going, this is not the same Ferrari that was winning a sprint this morning?
It's definitely not. I missed Liam's interview there, didn't he? Apparently he said he admits he's doing worse than Perez is. He's full of his own self-importance as well, though. I'm just seeing your message in there. Anyway, Ocon's female race engineer seems to be doing quite well.
Yeah.
And I think it's coming down to it is the car with Haas rather than the drivers.
Yeah, Berman's out. It does seem as if like people who thrived in Australia have struggled here.
I don't know, because Sainz is struggling here too.
Yeah, but Sainz got into top 10 in Australia, didn't he?
Yeah, he didn't finish the race though. He didn't get man.
No. I meant like qualifying and stuff.
Oh, qualifying, yeah.
Like Berman
needs to.
have gone, whereas like Hulkenberg, because he went out in Q1, didn't he, for Australia?
Yeah, he's 10 now though, so there's still a chance he could.
Antonelli didn't have a good qualifying in Australia.
No, he didn't. But your front runners, like your McLaren's, are good at qualifying at most places. It's just race. I think they struggled in Australia. I know Lando still went on to win.
With damage to the underneath of his car.
Yeah. I do think it was the race that let them down in Australia.
At least we know he copes all right in the rain, unless you're on slicks. But no one's car copes all right in the rain on slicks, right?
You'd like to hope not. If they do, they need to bring in another tyre.
Although I do think the Ferraris thought for a moment that they were coping all right in Australia on the slicks.
George is going to get done for impeding.
He didn't get done in sprint qualifying for impeding.
He just literally stopped in front of Antonelli while Antonelli's on a flying lap.
Stop.
When I say stop, he didn't stop. He just moved in front of Antonelli while Antonelli was on the fly, yeah.
Oh my God, he's gone a bit blurry now. Let's drink my coffee.
Like asleep, you have to get some more after this. Because I know I definitely will be.
What does that mean? Antonelli just radio in saying magic is stuck. What's magic and why is it stuck?
Something to do with the braking.
Hamilton is absolutely hammering that second sector. He loves it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just the car's really good in them corners. Do you know, like, because Hamilton's quite good at the circuit to start with.
Mm. Why is Norris parked? He's not come back out.
It'll be fine, I reckon. At 1:30. Like, enough to get into. He doesn't have to stay top, though.
No. I
He
forgot.
only has to get in top 10.
Verstappen's gone second.
Yeah, I've just seen that. It's just happened to me.
With Antonelli now on a flying lap, then one of the first sector. Ocon on a flying lap. Pretty handy sector times for him, 1 and 2 sectors. And goes 10.
Are they sure?
It's nice that he gets chance to like go back to China even though he's not racing.
Yeah, the way Leclerc's going at the minute, get him in that seat. Sainz has abandoned his lap.
He could. No, he's going.
He's going. Oh, he has. He is going. I thought surely he's not abandoned that lap.
Come on, Carla.
31.3's projected knockout.
Come on, Carla.
To pull 6 seconds from somewhere. 6:10, sorry, not 6 seconds.
I'm confused though.
Why?
Like, where's all this come from Albon?
He's got somebody challenging his seat.
So he's not taking like the back foot anymore.
Yeah. That's my opinion anyway. He's got somebody actually challenging his seat. But at the minute he's not, because that car's just not right for Carlos at the minute.
Which I get. Again, only the second race in.
Yeah. This will be his first race. Full race he's completed if he does. Because if you think he aquaplaned and he was out lap 2.
Yeah.
And I do always think Carlos struggles when Alonso's in front of him.
Why is like everybody?
He's out too. Verstappen and Piastri, the top 3, the racing bulls looking pretty.
Alex's helmet's still a face.
Yeah, but I can't make out what it is.
Oh, yellow flag.
Yeah, I don't know why. Nothing's come up on my F1 tracker.
Alex's helmet is.
He became a mechanic in the women's London. Discovered the inspiring stories in your family in the 1921 census.
Alex Albon.
The night still weighs heavy, but with the finest aromas of Nescafe Original captured during roasting and grinding for our unique aroma.
It's inspired by the opera, Chinese opera. And it must be a character in that.
Yeah. He has a tendency of putting characters on his helmet, doesn't he?
He has put what on his helmet?
Characters on his helmets.
Yeah.
Did you see the other 2 helmets, or did we stop at Albon's?
We said Alonso had one. Charles had one, but didn't discuss George's. I don't know why George always has a special helmet in China. And I feel like it's very similar to Valtteri's last year.
Yeah.
Valtteri had like a snake one, didn't he? Last China race.
Mm-hmm. It was nice. I remember Valtteri's, and I don't tend to always remember the majority of drivers like special helmets and stuff.
Helmet. Alex's was iconic last season for China.
I do like the China circuit, but then I'm not the one racing it.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a good circuit. It's just not very good for any of the cars.
Yeah. I'd very much like to go to the Shanghai Grand Prix.
I just like to go to Shanghai.
And I want to go to Disneyland while I'm there as well. Antonelli just barged past Verstappen. Oh, was it Russell? Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, Russell. No T-bar.
I didn't know which one of the Mercedes had the...
Hamilton used to have it, so I'm assuming it's Antonelli now.
Ah, that makes sense, because Hamilton's got it at Ferrari, isn't he?
Yeah, because Carlos had it at Ferrari.
Has Carlos got it at Williams?
Yeah, I think it's just all coincidence.
All I remember is Norris has got the yellow one and Hamilton's got the yellow one, so I know which McLaren and Ferrari I really need to be looking out for. It looks like
Wilson's got a Red Bull.
Something's on fire.
Something's on fire?
Not at the circuit, but in the distance you can see the plume of smoke behind the circuit. You know where they come round the corner before coming round the corner for, like, you know where they...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you see an audio.
Yeah. 10, 11?
Yeah. I didn't realise how much of an incline that turn one was.
An incline?
Going up and then down.
Yeah.
Into turn two. To Russell? Here we go.
Piastri 7 front rows in his Formula One career, no poles. He's now on provisional pole by 0.2 of a second. Bruce McLaren, the McLaren founder, had 7 front rows without a pole position. Oscar Piastri's leveling out at the moment, but he's on that provisional pole as Hamilton goes third fastest for Ferrari, and that's a bit more like it for Ferrari. Where the pace has gone.
No, Hamilton's gone third fastest for Ferrari.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Maybe I should have it like on mute.
So it's alright. What don't talk, it just goes really, really loud. I'm far too invested in this Q3.
The way Crofty's like talking is like it's the checkered flag have waved behind this.
I know. I think for Q3 they should just have a one lap. You know, like just an outlap and an outlap out.
Like a one lap shootout.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking before the start of the sprint this morning, I was all like, oh, I'm so glad, like, a part of me was like glad that I could enjoy the start of the race because Norris wasn't on pole.
Yeah.
And then, well, we all know what happened. And
I want someone like Sonoda or Hadjar up there. Like splitting Norris and Verstappen. Do you know, like just to chuck it. Oh, Antonelli's lap time's been deleted.
yeah.
I checked the bottom of that car too.
Yeah.
And I'm saying all this stuff as if I'm Martin Brundle, and Martin Brundle comes out and says it. I don't know what it is about the McLaren caps, but they're really, really irk us this season.
With the number in the middle.
Why is it in the middle?
I don't know. Mm.
It's almost like 2 in the middle.
Yes, please. I want to see a replay because I wasn't watching.
They interrupted Max, or Max interrupted them. Well, let's have a look, because I think we're about to get a replay. Here comes Max. Well, it seems the other way around. Hadja interrupted Max, yeah. Whoever was waving Isaac Hadja out of his garage didn't look
Good.
like...
Fine him. Disqualify him.
No, it wasn't Verstappen.
Oh, don't do that then.
That's for everybody in the pit lane, because blankets have to come off, car goes down, the driver out. How long does it take the driver to engage?
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that then.
It's not a precise art, just putting that very out. But of course,
Right. Come on then.
here we go. 3 minutes to go.
Let's do this. I can't cope. My nerves are shot. I'm tired.
Like Sunday all over again.
First pole position in Formula One on this Shanghai Saturday afternoon on 7 front row appearances.
Oh, that's a nice view from that banking up there.
A number of appearances.
Not got to that bit yet. Let me have a look.
This week, let's match that in through.
I'm assuming you're talking about, oh yeah. But they've not paid for them tickets. I don't know how they are actually in the circuit. I didn't know if they were just like, like it's just a free spot.
Yeah.
But it is actually in the circuit.
Oh.
The front row lockout. Oh, good. Front row lockout at least. Piastri's beat Hamilton's yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, you.
Which one of them split it? Look, Russell split them. I am going to say something here. At least Russell deserves that.
But I can't help but think if Norris hadn't aborted his lap.
No, it was too far behind Piastri at that point, though.
No, I'm not saying for pole.
No,
I'm
I
saying,
think he was too far behind. Still would have dropped down to third.
I don't know.
But at least Russell's actually deserves that, and he's earned it.
Yeah, and because they said to him, That's fine. Norris can just have a pole by Piastri off the starting line tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see. And these graphics are really doing my head in on F1. I seen a meme yesterday saying that it's like someone's just discovered Canva.
Yeah, they're not
And
using
it is like someone's just discovered Canva. They're all over the place.
Yeah. And they keep freezing all the time as well, I've noticed.
Lando, just get that £3 million watch on.
Bounced back, so second place in the sprint earlier today. Now to take pole for Grand Prix. Two Grand Prix winners to his name, both have come from second place, and he has the lead now. Starts to finish tomorrow. Points, George Russell, without being spectacular so far this season. Bit of a sprinting today. He certainly did it.
Yeah, Crofty's right with that. Crofty just said now, George Russell's barely done anything, and yet there he is.
Well, we'll have some very happy friends with the Piastri pole.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Anyway, that was a very, very different PWine.
I think like Oscar's sort of been edging towards that pole all weekend, isn't he? So
Yeah,
like,
he's been very good at this track.
yeah.
He's not very good at parking that car though.
They're just talking to Lando now.
Was that Lando's car parked at a ridiculous angle?
Yeah.
I'm taking parking lessons off Charles.
I'm assuming he went to go for 2 and was told at the last minute that he was P3, so had to.
Forget it's Oscar's first pole.
See how he reacts being on pole position.
I feel like Oscar's calm enough. Or portrays himself as calm enough. I think it'll be a positive thing for Lando.
I feel as well that Oscar's going to have a lot to, like, he's going to think to himself, right, I got a lot to make up for Australia.
Yeah. I think it'll end Papaya 1-2 tomorrow.
Sorry.
Papaya 1-2 tomorrow.
Anyway, what we've learned from this weekend so far, the left tyres are fucked.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Left tyres are fucked on every single car.
Yeah.
That's about it. Carlos isn't used to the car yet. Liam's crap. Yeah, that's about as much as we've learned.
It's going to be interesting tomorrow.
It is.
I don't know if that's interesting in a good way or interesting in a bad way.
I'm going with indifferent.
Are you neutral ground at the moment?
Yeah, I'm going neutral at the minute because there's no point actually being
Optimistic.
anything at this moment in time.
Oh. I mean, I do hope as the season progresses, though, that Carlos is going to get better.
Yeah, I think he just needs to get used to the car.
Yeah. I mean, he's driving alongside somebody who's driven the car for years.
Yeah. It's just like, come on. I think it's just after testing, like, he was so good in testing.
He set that bar.
He set that bar and then he's just not risen to it for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Heading to a brand new adventure, but this time they're going head to head for the all.
I think like for a few people, these first races, like apart from Australia, like these first races of the season were a bit of an issue for all drivers last year. Oh.
Yeah, it's not great for them.
I wonder if it'll be worth moving China till later in the year.
But they don't do that. They're only doing that. It's only this time of year because of the sustainability. They're never going to change it now.
No.
Unless they move everything that side of the world across.
But obviously it's because Bahrain and Saudi weren't the first two races of the season this year again, and now that's why it's so early.
Yeah, but it's the sustainability aspect though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Being that side of the world.
Don't take themselves too seriously. While they've never been to Ireland,
And going into net zero in a couple of years' time, I doubt they're going to change anything, which is unfortunate because this track's just not great for this time of year.
No. Unless they were to put Bahrain and Saudi back at the start of the calendar and then just accept the fact they're going to be Saturday races.
Yeah. I think it's just so it's to do with the calendar, isn't it? Like the religious calendar.
Yeah. No, it is 100% to do with the religious calendar.
I'm just figuring out when it is next year. But it ends when when this weekend next year.
Mm-hmm.
Because Eid's the 19th of March next year, so they could potentially push everything, but everything would be pushed back a year and probably breaks would be shorter.
Yeah, I mean, quite a lot of drivers complain about the amount of races that are on the calendar anyway, don't they?
Yeah, never mind having them closer together.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
You kind of would have expected it to be Max or even the Ferrari.
We have get circled up. 13 corners. No, what happened? 16 corners. The China graphic really throws us off because this is not the starting line at the bottom.
No, I know.
Really throws us off. Why have they not just flipped it round into a different shape? So we've got 16 corners and we've got 2 DRS zones. And that back straight's longer than the main straight.
Yeah. You'd think it'd be, like you said, it'd be the other way around.
Yeah, you would. Sector 2 is very, very heavy on the turns. Hence why we've seen the front left degrade so badly.
Yeah. And then a lot of people struggle in that sector too as well, don't they?
Yeah, everyone but Hamilton was struggling. But yeah. Schumacher still holds lap record.
From 2004, the inaugural.
I want to say the first ever Chinese Grand Prix.
Yeah.
I did see a picture yesterday and it was like the Chinese Grand Prix in 2004 and then last year's Grand Prix, the skyline's completely different.
It's insane, that is, isn't it?
Yeah, so much has changed.
Yeah, we're 20
in
years.
very little space of time.
Yeah, because you think 20 years for that to happen is insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. So obviously we've seen the tyres.
Yeah, we've seen tyres. Not great.
No,
Um,
they're not great. Because we got the C2s, the C3s, and the C4s for this circuit. To be fair, though, degradation on the rear two tyres is not great either. The only tyre that's relatively happy during this circuit is the front right.
fab. You know, it doesn't get used.
Yeah. Wow. I think they definitely need to look into something with this circuit with that left tyre going off so soon for everybody.
Yeah.
Like I know the right
It
one
might be different next season when it's the different regulations.
maybe, but it's just insane.
And we've got return of F1 Academy this weekend.
Is this the first time they've raced at China?
No, we raced China last year.
They did they? Right, okay. I couldn't remember if they'd raced at China last year or not.
And the Red Bull racing driver was the first race she's ever raced in for F1 Academy, and she won.
Oh. Fantastic news. That's really good because like that really gives the hope to the new driver
Yeah.
through then, isn't it? So
I want to say it was Chloe Chambers came second.
and it just goes to show how open the playing field is in
Yeah,
that.
it's a very even playing field in F1 Academy, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
Chloe Chambers was second, and she's got a new team now. She's racing for Ford.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
Maya came third, and she's still with Ferrari.
Yeah.
We've got another race this weekend.
And there's the F2 series as well, isn't it?
Was it F2 this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't realise it was F2.
Yeah.
I definitely won't be watching any of it because it's far too early.
Is it F2? I'm sure I saw another
No, it's
one
not
of
F2. It's not F2. F2's not back until Bahrain.
What did I see? Because I saw live something in between.
It's not F1 Academy.
It could have been, I might have just been scanning it wrong. My bad. It's Mr. Total Wolf. Oh.
F2's only got 14 races this season.
No, I realised the mistake I made then because they said earlier that Hadjar never raced this circuit before, so I was like,
Doesn't mean there wasn't racing this year.
yeah, I don't think it's not.
Forgot. Oh, F3 is back on. Bahrain 2. We've only got 6 race weekends until our race.
Woo, that's coming on quick, isn't it?
If you counted in F2 and F3, we've only got 4.
Oh yeah, it is literally only F1 Academy. Definitely. And Japan.
Oh God, what's going on in the British Grand Prix group chat?
What do you mean?
The phones just constantly keeps buzzing.
Oh, the Silverstone one.
Yeah. I think it's because I'm in 2 accounts on it.
Oh, I'm not
They're
on.
coming through twice.
I'm not on it on mine. The only one that comes through twice for me is F1.
Yeah, it's coming through twice and it's really, really buzzing. My phone. Even though my phone's on sleep, so I don't know how.
Yeah. Was you on Instagram at the time?
No?
Oh. That is strange. That's very strange.
Very strange. Never mind.
Yeah.
So we've discussed special helmets. We've discuss the track. All that's left to discuss really is what you think the podium's going to be tomorrow.
I think it might stay as the starting lineup, you know.
Do you, in that order?
The only thing I have thing is whether Lando is going to be second, third, or fourth.
I think the Oscar first, Lando second, Hamilton third. Purely because of the masterclass he did with tyres today.
Maybe, but then was the masterclass not because he was in the clean air for the entire race?
Yeah, never know. We don't know until tomorrow.
I think pitting will be a big thing tomorrow. I know pitting's always a big thing, but like obviously it'll cause the front runner, whoever's leading the race, to not be in clean air.
Yeah. A lot of the track will bunch together, won't they? Like the scene in the sprint.
And it'll also be interesting to see because obviously sprint was at 3 o'clock our time, and I'm not sure what time it was for China. And obviously with the race being at 7 o'clock our time, obviously the race is going to be 4 hours later, so it'll be interesting to see what.
Yeah, it was 3 p.m. China this morning, so 11 the sprint. So like slap bang in the middle of the day.
Yeah, so it will be interesting to see how that time difference differs with the tyres and the track.
Definitely.
Because it'll be going down towards the cooling down period then.
Yeah. It will be. It'll be interesting.
I mean, China's always interesting. I mean, it was raining last year.
Did it?
Yeah, they qualified on Inters last.
Yeah, they did. I thought it meant for the race. I was like,
No, for qualifying. Because I remember getting ready. I don't know why I was getting ready so early. I remember getting ready.
you were away. You were at Hindu.
Yeah, no, but I wasn't at that. I was upstairs watching the Quali sprint.
Yeah, but were you not going on the Hindu?
Yeah, but that time in the morning seems a bit early, doesn't it?
You're not leaving at 9 and you were getting ready at 7.
Maybe, probably. But I remember Lando getting provisional pole, and then they deleted his time. Because he'd done 2 flying laps at the same time, and they were like, "No, you can't do that." And then it went to Hamilton, so I was like, "Oh, okay." And then they gave it back to Lando then because they were like, "Actually, no, you can't do that."
Yeah, it actually shouldn't be anything against doing 2 flying laps.
Yeah. So else, very, very different qualifying this year to last year.
Yeah, the race might be different. Let me have a look at the weather.
I mean, all the top 5 hit the 1:30 timings. There was nothing between George Russell and Lando Norris. Nothing.
Lows of 15 tomorrow, highs of 27. I think it's 4 p.m. there now, 4:30 there now, and it's 26 degrees.
Nobody seemed to really struggle on their soft tyres either, did they?
No. I think we'll see a lot of them going out on hards tomorrow.
Be interesting to see how the hards go because nobody's been able to put the hards on, have they?
No one's been the hardest.
And this is another thing, is like it's earlier than they've ever done it before. And they've not had 2 free practices. They've just gone straight into everything and they're going, oh.
Yep.
So it will be very interesting to see what happens tomorrow. A neutral interesting, as you said.
Yeah, neutral interest, and I'm going neutral grounds tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens when it happens, I think.
If it happens.
It'll still go ahead.
No, but I meant like, like because you said when it happened, like as if like, when science goes up.
No, just when the race happens. Just when the race happens.
I mean, I think if China's like this now, I wonder what Japan's going to be like.
What?
Maybe there'll be a less risk of rain.
I'm gonna have a look now. Rain Friday, dry Saturday, Sunday.
It's not till the 6th of April, though, is it?
Oh, I forget. There's a week's break now.
It is not a triple header, my dear.
I thought it was, but it's a triple header after Japan, isn't it? Like Japan, and then it's a triple header.
Yeah, Bahrain, Saudi. No, Japan, Bahrain, Saudi. Sorry, I missed out Japan, and I forgot to say Japan.
Japan, Bahrain, Saudi, then it's a week's break, then it's Miami, a week's break, and then a triple header again.
It is, and it only looks like it's not on mine because Monaco has cancelled out the Monaco race.
Oh, see, it hasn't on mine.
Ah.
It's still on mine. I do have all of our flights and everything on there as well, so.
I got my annual leave and stuff on there, so it's like pushed.
Cancelling it out.
Yeah, it's pushed it down. Fantastic.
Yeah, so final race, the open double header. We will see tomorrow how it goes.
It's going to be interesting.
That it is. And we will see you next time.
We shall.